go at the preliminary final. It's brought to you by the team at Footy Fever, proudly supported by Muswellbrook Steel Supplies today. Scoreboard is with Muswellbrook Steel Supplies also. We're into the Bengalla Group 21 preliminary final. Should be a great game down here at Greta. The wind, I'd like to say Mirrors and Foxy, the wind has died off, but it still has its burst. Here's the kick-off by Paddy Andrews. Ball goes deep down there, collected about 5 metres out and gives it on to Nick Harvey. Ethan Fowles collected that, and big Nick Harvey gets out to his own 20-metre line. They'll have to be strong up front. Here's DeVuey. Missed him last week, and that ball was stripped, I think, in the tackle. No, loose carry. Nevertheless, that's an early turnover against the Denman Devils. They didn't need that on the second tackle,
not
boys.
the start you're after, mate.
Seriously.
In the first set of a preliminary final. I'm expecting a little bit of fire in this one, Bengalla. I remember last time down here on Old Boys Day there was plenty of fireworks, so I expect a little bit of something of that early on.
Yeah, I did. I was here that night too, Mirrors, and I didn't. I hope they leave it. I hope they leave it at home and just let the football play the game, mate, and just watch some great football. There's a scrum base, and it goes out Greta inside Denman's 20. Nicholas Lawrence at dummy half turns it back inside to big Geordie Mitchell, and Geordie Mitchell runs at the line, well held there by the Denman boys. About 10 metres out from the line. Lawrence at dummy half. It goes over to Brady Hammond. Brady Hammond elects to go himself. Around the legs, good tackle there by Jacob Kennedy. Straight in front of the uprights, 10 metres, 5 metres out, I should say. Ball goes to Paddy Andrews. Out to Zach Leonard. Cut out pass over to the winger. Nate Prince put it down. Turnover. Right into that far corner.
First shot fired by the Colts.
Have they made their intentions clear, boys? They swinging it wide.
Yeah, I like the input there from Leonard. Unfortunately, the execution probably just not finesse enough to come away with points, though.
Here's DeVuey with his second run of the game. He kings onto that one. He's about 15 out from the line. Benkovic gets the ball and he charges in down that right-hand side, centre field, about 25 metres out from his own line. Dummy half is Ethan Fowles, gives it on to Freddie. Joji takes it well. He's always good for 10 metres, Freddie, these days. Foxy and Mirrors, he's been going well. Here's Ethan Fowles. He's very quick off the mark, Ethan. He had a blinder last week out there at Denman in that game against Aberdeen.
He had a big game, Freddie, down here. Last time they played down here, he scored a great try.
He did, didn't he? They're right on halfway, and Nick Harvey takes it over halfway, 10 metres. Good post-contact metres, indeed. Round the legs. Good tackle by Cal Nugent, but he's grabbed a bit of ground. Jesse sends him back to play it on the mark. Not good enough.
Yeah, take it back an extra inch, please.
Ethan Fowles at the back. Toby Mallinson. He'll have to be careful with his kicks, Foxy, because that ball will travel today. It bounces and it goes into the in goal. I think Leonard is going to wait and see. No, he takes it about a couple of metres out from his own line.
That's a good set for the Devils there. Good field position here if they can muscle up in defence and pin the Colts down in their own half.
They bring it out.
It's Billy Mitchell there, mate, the left centre.
Yes, here's Nate Prince come in from the wing. He gets it out. He's about 15 metres out from his own line. Yeah, round the legs was Nick Harvey. He's the big fella.
Hayden Bailey, that one.
Hayden Bailey. 25 out from his own line. There's Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell takes the ball forward and he's tackled on his own 30. Good tackle around the leg by Semi DeVuey. Last tackle. Paddy Andrews puts boot the ball, goes long. It's going to bounce. He was inside the 40 and Ethan Fowles collects it. He's on the boil. He goes hard and he's tackled. Still standing, but he grabs it, sneaks a couple of extra metres, boys.
Yeah, it's just feeling each other out early on here, mate. A couple of early completions from both sides after the initial miscompletion from Denman, but yeah.
Getting through the motions of the game, aren't they? Feeling each other out.
James Olds, good to see him back there. He is having a skip and a run, and he gets to the halfway line before he's bustled back a couple of metres in the tackle. Good tackle over the top there by Cal Nugent and Tyler Carter. Here's Jordan Bull, his first run for the game. He gets up over halfway, about 8 metres. Good quick play of the ball. Here's Benkovic, short off that ruck, goes straight into Brady Hammond and also Ruben Andrews. And he's tackled 30 out from the Greta line. They're down that right-hand side. Short kick. Toby Mallinson straight into the waiting arms there of the winger, and that was Jacob French.
And Zach Leonard, the fullback.
Zach Leonard, was it? My apologies. That sun's in I was going to
Me and
Sun's in a
Mirrors-
terrible position.
Mirrors and I are
Unfortunately,
acclimatised to it.
Yeah,
It's
I
only
know.
going to
You
get
guys-
worse, mate. It's going to get lower and lower and more and into your eyes.
Your
so.
head looks like third-degree burns, Foxy. Fair dinkum.
Yeah, at least it doesn't look like a drop meat pie like yours.
Thanks for that. No second prizes. Billy Mitchell gets up. He's shy of the 40. Run from dummy half. Nick Lawrence. He sneaks away. No marker defence was ordinary. Chip over the top. He draws the winger. It hits the upright. Who's going to fall on it?
Oh, the front rower.
A bit of luck there. A bit of luck.
Nick Harvey, the front rower, going back there, and he's been hurt. Paddy Andrews has absolutely belted him as he landed that 40, and Nick Harvey's going to get up and let him know about it.
He's about 8 metres out. No, I'd say 8 metres out from his own line. Thank goodness he was chasing back there.
Another shot from the Colts there, Bengalla. They've got to be real careful around the ruck. As soon as there's a quick play of the ball, Nick Lawrence, like a thief in the night, mate, he's going to do that all day if Denman don't tighten up their ruck.
Absolutely. He had an absolute rattler of a game in last year's grand final. I can remember he was outstanding, and Ethan Fowles goes himself there before James Olds goes himself there before his skull dragged out the back there. Dan Smith, a second run. They monster him in the tackle. They're really struggling to get out of their own red zone. They're centre field, about 25 out. Ball goes out there to Semi Duvui. He's tackled. It's the last tackle already. They've only made about 25 metres. They need a kick deep in a corner, Toby Mallinson. Here it is. It goes deep.
Good nudge.
Who's under it? And this is Ethan Sams, well taken, about 19 out from his own line. Centre fields it straight away.
back
Runs
with a bit
into
of
the waiting
enthusiasm.
arms of Jordan Bull.
You love to see that as a frontie or, walking back into your line there, your winger or your back three, getting it started with a lot of intensity.
Josh Moles comes in for the big hit on Nate Prince, but to no avail. Bounced off very quickly. Nick Harvey took him down there.
I think he copped a bit of a stray knee as
Yeah,
Nick
he
Harvey
looked a
dropped
little,
down there. Yeah.
looked a little bit awkward there, boys. Foxy and Mirrors.
Yeah.
Just shy of halfway, 15 in from touch, the Greta Branxton boys.
Been no shortage of sirens go past here this afternoon. Boys, we've had 4 fire trucks. We've had an ambulance here, and there goes a fire truck heading west this time. The rest have been heading east. So.
It's bushfire weather, unfortunately. I hope everyone is well. Put it that way, and most
100%
properties
agree.
are well. And our best wishes. Well, we've got an opportunity. I know you guys would have covered in reserve grade. My best wishes and everyone's best wishes. All our listeners to Zachy Webb from reserve grade for Denman. A very nasty injury that went down there. No good at all. So our best wishes with the Webster, and hopefully.
Speedy recovery.
A very speedy recovery.
As best as he can be, anyway.
Thanks, Foxy. Restart's going to happen here. Prince will play the ball just shy of halfway. Paddy Andrews at dummy half gets on to
Good tackle.
Cal Nugent. Good tackle around the legs there. Ball goes to Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell's up over halfway, 10 metres in fact. Centre field. Nick Lawrence, he's dangerous all day. Brady Hammond, first receiver, onto Paddy Andrews. Gets through one, shrugs off a high tackle from Nick Harvey, and Harvey comes again, but still that tackle's got to be made at that advantage line. Ball comes out to Ruben Andrews, high bomb. It's everywhere in air. They're going to let it bounce. It skips on there too. Zach Leonard, he picks it up. They're going to get a repeat set. If he tackles him in goals, Ethan Fowles runs over the dead ball line. They let it bounce to Denman, boys. That might be a bit of a strategy because with this wind, it's going everywhere after it hits the ground.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Doesn't matter. You've got to take those on the full. That was almost an opportune try there to the Greta Branxton side off the back of a second kick.
Absolutely.
We've called it all day too. Once those bombs go up into the air, they've been proven costly for the team that lets them bounce.
Here's a drop conversion start, and goes to Leonard, and Leonard passes on to captain coach Brady Hammond. He's tackled inside the 30. Centre field. More pressure on the Denman boys. As Cal Nugent gets turned under by Nick Lawrence. He's tackled. Good tackle around the legs by James Olds. Still a couple of metres shy of the 20. Ball goes wide to Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell runs to Benkovic and Semi Devui, and they take him down inside the 20. Lawrence at dummy half, got to watch him. He turns it inside to Brady Hammond, comes back. That's a scone move if ever I've seen one. Good straight on to Tyler Carter, but well held. Quick play, the ball goes on to Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews, long pass out to Hayden Bailey. They're trying to hold him down. He's only a couple of metres shy. It's the last tackle. They go back down to that right-hand side. They've held him up over the line there, boys. Was that Paddy Andrews?
It was, and it was last tackle.
Last tackle.
Be a
So they've
changeover.
killed it in the corner, which is not a bad option with this wind, fellas.
Yeah, 100%. At the end of the day, anytime you've got to come out of your own end, and especially in the corner, makes very easy pickings for the defensive wall in front of them.
With the wind, it chips over the dead ball, just freebie for a 7-tackle set, so maybe that killing the ball in the corners.
You're probably a bit disappointed Greta Branxton being out here the majority of this half at the moment and failed to come up with points, so credit to the Denman side in defence.
Good point, Mark. 25 metres out from our own line, Denman. They need to get out and get out hard. Here's Dan Smith. He's always good for 10 metres, Dan. He's had a sensational year, Smithy. He's been juggled between the wing and centre. Here's the ball onto Bull. Bull goes forward. Quick pass onto Semi Devui. Great tackle around the legs out there by Ruben Andrews. Still about 20, 35 out from his own line. They go down that short right-hand side. Here's Ethan Fowles trying to skip out of one, skip out of two. Geez, he's got some spiders on him, boys. Out the back to James Old. Nick Harvey collects it.
Opportunity.
Looks over halfway. He wasn't held. He tried to get up. Hayden Bailey kept him down there. It's the last tackle. Josh Miles at dummy half. Ball goes out the back to Mallinson. Mallinson just inside the Greta Branxton half. It's a midfield bomb, I'd call that. Who's under it? Zach Leonard. He coughs it up.
Oh, he nearly dead set called that backwards to start.
Well, he did. He actually called it backwards in the second when he went to drag it in. He called it a knock on forward, Jesse Rudder. But it's a good turnover for the Denman boys. And now, finally, they're going to have some an opportunity to put some pressure on the Greta Branxton boys inside their own 20.
Yourself and Foxy spoke about earlier, mate. The bomb's a premium today. The breeze, that was just a simple end-on-end one. And probably not a lot of pressure on Zach Leonard there. So
there was no one going through, Mark.
No, so I'd say you'll be thinking twice again next time the ball goes up. So I'd say they'll look to target him again. Probably
shows you a little bit of the difference of football IQ between the grades, doesn't it? The first graders have obviously been watching it all day. The swirling, even on an easy bomb, it's going to be a hard mission to take.
The restart out the back of the scrum goes to Josh Miles and his short pass on to Ethan Fowles. They're getting themselves set here. Players in motion they need at the advantage line. Miles turns it back to Benkovic, but he gives dummies and goes on to Semi Devui, and Devui goes himself. At 15 out from the Greta Branxton line, he coughed it up.
Yep. No, you can't complain there.
There's no challenge in Group 21, unfortunately, Semi.
So there was no one within curl even, mate. He just get up and just dropped it cold.
Just take that extra half
Drop these lollies.
Let off the hook there. The Greta Branxton Colts let off the hook there. Both sides probably not capitalising on a couple of good opportunities.
Yeah, be disappointed there, the Denman side. The first real attacking opportunity this match, and not to complete the set down there.
He's out of the scrum base. Number 3 is Ethan Sams, and Ethan Sams gets a ball. Good run from Ethan. He's up over his own 20, centre field. Nick Lawrence at dummy half onto Prince, the big winger. He's a big lump of a lad. Good tackle around the legs there by Sukanavulu. What was that for? Offside, was he?
Second effort over the top.
Second effort.
Is that what they call his mirrors?
Yeah, second effort.
Fair enough.
So Nate Prince there, former back rower, mate. So,
Is Paddy Andrews. Good kick for touch. He's right on halfway line. So it's a pressure relieving penalty for the Greta Branxton boys. That's an easy way to get out of your own half. Ball goes to Ethan Sams to the tap restart. Gives it on there to Hayden Bailey. No, he face past him. Gives it on to captain coach Hammond. And Brady's up over halfway, about 6 metres indeed. Centre field. Lawrence at dummy half goes down that left-hand side. Out the back there to Ruben Andrews. On to Leonard. Leonard gets it on to Billy Mitchell. He can motor, the big fella. He's dragged down well over there.
Great cover.
Great cover defence. Daniel Smith that was. Here's Tyler Carter, is it? Oh, yes, goes through one, bounces off another. So hard to put to ground. They've got to go low early. He unloads it to Lawrence, the dummies, and goes himself. He's got to be close to the line. Penalty, no advantage from Jesse Rudder. What was that for? Shoulder charge? High tackle.
High contact.
Okay.
Here's the opportunity you spoke about, mirrors. They failed to capitalise the first couple of times. Let's see if they can come away with a better execution and come away with the first points.
Burning up plenty of petrol, the Denman side in defence early on.
And it is warm. There's Geordie Mitchell takes the first off the reset. Nick Lawrence has got plenty of options left and right. He's going out the back to Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews dummies inside to Hayden Bailey. He's in motion. Only about 2-3 metres out from the Denman line. They're on their toes. Lawrence at dummy half. He's good for a sneaky dummy half run, but he unloads it there to Cal Nugent. He's tackled. Good tackle around the legs there by James Old. Out the back. Goes to Ruben Andrews. Ruben Andrews puts a little chip through. It comes off at Brady Benkovic. He puts boot the ball. It's 6 to go. It goes back to about 25 out. And there's Billy Mitchell. Bounces off one. It goes into the inside the 15. About 20 in from touch. Turns it under for Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell is running straight at the post. He's about 5 metres out from the Denman line. More pressure on the Maroon side. Geordie straight out the back there. Crossover from Brady Hammond. Hammond gets the ball onto Ruben Andrews. He goes across field. Good tackle from Benkovic. A metre or two out. Hammond goes himself. Can he squeeze over?
Held up.
Plenty of pressure, boys, on the Devils.
They've repelled every attacking raid so far, mate, so that'll give them a world of confidence, Denman.
This heat's got to get to them shortly, Mirrors, I reckon. Brady Hammond, sorry to butt in. They're very quick to restart this. Hammond restart, play the ball out the back there to Paddy Andrews. Andrews out the back to Leonard. Leonard, little chip over the top. There's no one home. Is it going to beat him over the dead ball line? Who's that? Ethan Sam Prince. Prince in the corner, collects it. It's a set play, boys. Great stuff from Prince, the centre, and good kick.
Yeah, the wing three-quarter Prince, mate, the former back rower. Usually as you get older in your career, you make your way to the middle of the field, not the other way around. He's pushed himself out there, and he's had a busy start of the game. A few carries out of yardage, and yeah, an opportune try there, just on a nice little death kick there from Ruben Andrews, and pick up the opening points.
I think you actually find it was Leonard, the fullback.
Oh, Leonard, was it? Sorry.
Yeah, Leonard.
My apologies.
And I've been really impressed with Leonard. I know he's a good touch player, and some of those deft little touches, a couple of nice balls and nice kicks he's done over the last couple of weeks have been really good for the attacking structure of the Greta side, and probably takes away a little bit of heat from the Andrews boys, who quite often get pressured from the defenders. And Leonard's really stepped up to create for the Colts in the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's a good call, mate. I give him a lot of confidence after dropping that bomb earlier on. So back in the game now, young Zach.
If there was ever a day where 2 points conversions are important, it's today, because the scoreboard, proudly sponsored by Muswellbrook Steel Supplies, it's 4-0 with the kick to come, and we have had 15 minutes of play in this preliminary final from proudly supported by Muswellbrook Steel Supplies, and we big thank you to their Harry and Phil, indeed, from Steel Supplies out to Bengalla Group 21 preliminary final down here at Greta Branxton. I must say, the state of the fields, Mirrors, plenty of work in the off-season. It's outstanding, mate. Full marks, and we give it a wrap last time as well. We were down here.
Yeah, mate, once again, special mention to the three gentlemen that work hard within the Greta Branxton Club. Wayne Jordan from GID Rural Services, Norm Aiscoff from Aiscoff Plumbing, and also Scotty Dean from Dean's Turf Supplies.
He moves in, Paddy Andrews strikes it, waved away. The wind just took that. I don't know how many kicks are going to be done from out wide today. Every try will be, they'll be trying to tell their wingers and centres and whoever else scores to try and get it as close to the uprights as possible, because this wind will play havoc. But
don't always get that luxury, mate. So
no, unfortunately you don't.
To be honest, bud, as a goal kicker, you like him out there, because if you kick him, you look hell of a lot better.
How's your Father's Day been, Banko? Busy morning?
Very good, yeah. Early
you?
start down here, but, does it get any better watching a game of footy?
Well, that's it.
And a happy Father's Day to all our listeners overseas and throughout the Footy Fever fraternity. Here's off the kick. Big captain coach Brady Hammond goes forward. Good tackle around the legs by Davui. 15 out, 22 metres in from touch. Here's Prince, the try scorer. Goes straight. Good tackle around the legs from Benkovic. 22 metres out, directly in front, centre field. Here's Geordie Mitchell. He loves that little short blind run. He takes so much pressure off his outside backs, Geordie Mitchell. He's just such a weapon to run. Here's Nick Lawrence away from dummy half again. Gets it on to Tyler Carter. Couple of shy of halfway. Lawrence at dummy half onto Cal Nugent. Cal Nugent runs straight into Nick Harvey. Nick Harvey puts him down with the help of Benkovic. He's over halfway, 5 metres in fact. It's the last tackle. Paddy Andrews, big long bomb. Is Ethan Fowles is under it. He looks comfortable. He takes it beautifully.
Good take.
Takes it outside his own 20. Runs into a couple of really good chases there of Greta Branxton. One of them was the hooker, Nick Lawrence. The other one was Brady Hammond, leading by example. Freddie take that one. He made a couple of metres. Here's Suka. Suka goes forward and he's tackled by Paddy Andrews. They're trying one of those one-on-one strips. Reggie talks about it week in and week out. They tried that to no avail. Here's Nick Harvey.
Good
winds
carry.
up and he goes forward. Couple shy of halfway. Good tackle around the legs by Nick Cal Nugent. They're up over halfway now, the Denman Devils. Just need to sustain some ball Ball gets the last tackle onto Josh Miles. Josh Miles elects to run it. Quick, short grubber kick along the ground. Goes forward. Zach Leonard gets it. It knocked backwards. Comes to the defence, and Josh Miles. Good kick and chase from the captain coach, boys.
Yeah, good leadership there by Joshy Miles. It's not a bad option, just drilling along the ground there and leading the chase down and forcing Greta to come off their own try line.
This heat, I reckon this heat is certainly affecting some of these Denman players here today, boys. It's already hot and it'll be steamy out there. They've had to tackle a lot of possessions at the moment. Suka around the legs, trying to get up and play it quickly, Prince.
There goes Lawrence again.
Lawrence again. He's so deadly if you don't take him below early. Ball goes, it's come loose, but it goes to Zach Leonard at 6 to go. Rafed out. That'll be a penalty. No, he's playing on. 6 to go. Ruben Andrews turns it back inside to Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell goes forward. Tackled by Benkovic. He's about 35 metres out from the Denman line. Another repeat set to the and more pressure. Cal Nugent takes it forward. Denman again on the back end of some defence. They need a strong defensive set again. Nick Lawrence goes from dummy half. So dangerous. Great tackle around the legs. He unloaded Geordie Mitchell. He's 25 metres out. Down that left-hand side, Ruben Andrews steps off his left. Good tackle around the legs there again from Benkovic. It had to be made. He was through. Lawrence at dummy half. Short pass on to Tyler Carter. He loves that little short pass and unload. Gets it on to Ethan Sams, was it? Or Billy Mitchell? Billy Mitchell unloads it.
Jacob French in the corner.
French, mate. Billy Mitchell delivered the pass.
How good was that pass? They just had all the run there. The quick play the balls was sensational, and they just forced the issue on the Denman boys. They just had to scramble. It was just too much for them. Couple of repeat sets from right down the other end of the field. It was no good to them, and I think that heat is starting to affect them, lads.
Yeah, and you spoke about, you said Nick Lawrence, mate, he's had a massive start this game. Already cut him to pieces 3 times up the ruck. So Josh Miles has been there behind, he'd be screaming his players. So we've really got to get off the ground and make that extra 1% effort at marker to get there. As soon as there's one marker or none, mate, he's gone.
Foxy, the A defenders and certainly the markers have got to be a bit smarter than that, mate.
Oh, I think before you even get to the A defenders, the ruck control's going to be a lot better. Your contact and your ruck control and your fight to
win the ruck.
To win the ruck and roll them onto their back so that then all of a sudden your A's and B's can be effective. That's where it's got to start for the Devils.
Well, 8-0 here on the Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard. And a big thank you to Souter Transport for supplying Big Chrissy Souter and Dave Souter. Dave Souter's our wingman today. Shall we call him our security guy?
He's sitting on the stairs so no one comes up and heckles us more than we're heckling.
We're in pretty good hands.
I know he had itchy feet watching that reserve grade game. And Souter Transport, they service the Hunter Valley to Sydney daily for all your general freight. You can give Chris and Tori a ring if you ever need them. They are sensational.
Tell you what, his first 2 kicks at goal haven't been too easy, and this one in front of the Devils crowd
with
there.
The wind.
I'd say probably Trent Smoothie and Co were over there on the hill.
He strikes it beautifully.
Across the face.
Beautifully to the left.
Waved away. It's 8-0 here. Bengalla Group 21 prelim final.
Could be costly, those, like you said earlier, those 2 points going up in sixes. We've seen it in some of the earlier games today, that going up in sixes can be a bit of a psychological thing. Just going up by 6 is a little bit further than that 4-point buffer.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, Foxy. It's the ruck that's killing Denman at the moment. They've just got to try and, dominate that ruck a little bit, a half second. I'm sure Jesse will give them that extra half a second in there to slow the ball down. Everyone does it, so they've got to be smarter at it.
This is Aiden Stewart on the field now, mate.
Aiden Stewart on the
field. Full of running.
What happened there? Brady's come out of it as he had a head clash.
That's one of the Denman boys on the deck,
No, I think it's Brady Benkovic. He might have done a shoulder or a pec.
He's holding his shoulder and pec area.
Yeah, he went into that tackle onto Aiden and he came out of it worse the wear.
I don't want to say it, Paul, but he was yabbering about players being down on the field earlier, and he might have cursed himself here.
Well, you said it.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
You're right. I don't want to say it, and I did.
bit of a burner, and he gets back into play very shortly.
Yeah, it'll take a lot to.
Yeah, he's a tough.
It'll take a lot to keep him down. I'll give you the tip. But he'll know himself whether that shoulder is good or not good.
He's going to go off and get it looked at least, is he? Take a lot for him to go off the field. He's one of the tougher units.
Yeah, he might. Let's hope it's just a burner, like you said, Mirrors.
He doesn't want to go.
Is he bleeding from the nose? He's wiping something from his melon.
Yep, so it looks like he's going off, mate. So that'll be the first interchange for the Denman side. Second, sorry.
Isaac
McCormick already on there, yeah.
Isaac was already on. I don't know who else is coming on there.
Yet.
Toby Jamison, young under-18 fellow. This will be a test for him into a preliminary final in first grade in his first year of senior football.
Yeah, and he's. I'll give him one thing, young Toby. He's like a bulldog around the ruck. He loves his defence and he goes forward and he goes hard, young Toby. So big job for him today. So he'll step up. Greta Branxton, Geordie Mitchell brings it out up over his own 30. There's a run from Tyler Carter. Never fails to make 10 metres at the very least. Good tackle around the legs there by Toby Jemison. They're on a roll again. There's Aidan Stewart and he goes forward. Up over halfway, 5 metres in fact, centre field. Paddy Andrews, long pass out to Hayden Bailey. Hayden Bailey goes forward. Good ground again. It's the last tackle. Nick Lawrence at dummy half onto Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews, little chip over the top. Comes across is Freddie. Joji collects it on the full inside his own 20. Skips out of 1, skips out of 2.
Here he goes.
Steps around 2 or 3. Unloads over there to Dan Smith. Dan Smith unloads to Samson O'Neill. And Samson O'Neill comes forward. They went sideways, but they kept the ball alive.
That might be the run they need, Bango, to inspire him into something. Just a little bit flat down there.
He's going again.
Just need a couple of quick play the balls to try and get Greta on the back foot and get some decent ground and sustain some pressure. Nick is Dan Smith from dummy half again. As I said, those back boys, Freddie and Ethan, Dan Smith, they've been sensational all year with this. Here's Josh Miles over halfway, gets on to James Olds, over to Ethan Fowles. Ethan Fowles, short pass, he didn't look at it. It went to ground, but Freddie's going to pick it up out the back. It went backwards. Back over halfway, would you believe? About 3 or 4 metres. So they've lost ground.
Little missed opportunity there, mate. They had a little 3-on-2 down here, and just pass went behind him, so last tackle.
Fowles just failed to sum that up properly, I think.
It's the last tackle. Ball goes out the back to Toby Mallinson. Big attempted bomb. Torpedo, I should say. It goes straight under Zach Leonard's feet, but he comes again and takes it. Jordan Bull gets the ball and, gets the tackle about right on the 10-metre line, 20 in from touch. There's Ethan Sams takes off from dummy half and he's monstered there by Devui and Jordan Bull.
We'll see how Greta Branxton go coming out of their own yardage, mate. They've spent a lot of time down the other end at the moment.
Here's Billy Mitchell. How dangerous is he off the ball? Fair dinkum. He's lightning.
Quick play the ball, Lawrence again.
Lawrence again from dummy half. Turns it on to Mitchell. Turns it inside to Tyler Carter. Up over halfway. Fullback there. He draws it beautifully. Oh, they come again. He's tackled.
Good shot by Jaden Kennedy.
Jacob French. He's about 30 metres out, 25 metres out. They're on the ball here.
Jaden Kennedy.
Watch the back play. Ball goes to Hayden Bailey off Paddy Andrews. They're inside the Denman's 20. Pressure right on. It's the last tackle. Ball comes to the right-hand side. Paddy Andrews. Little chip through. Is it going to find dead ball? No. Freddie picks it up of his own in goal. Tries to beat 1, beats 2, and he's out. How did they get out of that, boys?
Yeah,
great scramble
well to get out of there.
Side.
Sukanavalu take the one off the ruck there, and Cal Nugent comes out and meets him in a strong tackle as they come out of the corner. Olds with a scoot down the short side. They're hitting down this short side of the field here. Benko just helping you out because he can't see you at the moment.
No, I'm shot. I'm a shot duck. Here's J.K. Kennedy. Runs forward.
Good shot underneath, Nick Lawrence. He's been big for Greta early, Lawrence.
The Denman boys look tired. They just haven't had any ball. They've just been too busy defending, and when they get down the other end, they just cough it up. Here's the last tackle already. They're only made about 20 metres. Miles at dummy half out the back to Toby Mallinson. It's really hard work trying to find ground off the kick downtown. It goes and it bounces on the Greta Branxton 40. Prince is going to get it. Oh, he's over there. He's made a meal of it, poor old Princey.
The fresh Prince
of Greta. Is that a coach killer?
Meal's probably putting it lightly there. Just a lack of urgency there to get the ball on the full. Then the third bounce, fourth bounce, fifth bounce, and yeah.
Well, if ever there was a change of possession Denman needed, they needed that big time. Nate Prince doesn't look well there. I don't know if that happened, but he, nevertheless.
Benko, I've just picked up something. Toby Jemison's actually just gone off the field. I'm not sure if he's picked up an injury there as soon as he's come on the field or it's been a tactical sub. But after replacing Benkovic, he's gone off early too. So worrying signs.
Yep. Oh, what sort of a pass was that, Toby? Thank God.
Great hands.
Semi Devui, great hands from Semi. They're inside the Greta Branxton 30, centre field. Here's Jordan Bull, goes to the 20, gets up over it. Good defence. They're not really challenging the Greta Branxton defensive line at the moment. It's one up, and that's about it. Here's Josh Miles looking for an outward pass onto Jacob Suka Navulu. Gives it on to Freddie Joji. He unloads it onto Josh Miles. Onto Harvey. Harvey goes himself. Belts off one. Goes through Tyler Carter. He's over under the posts. They went to sleep, the Greta Branxton boys, Foxy and Mirrors.
Yeah.
Nick Harvey there, the front row forward. As soon as he seen that gap open up the middle, there was no stopping him there from 10 metres out.
Goodness me.
Tell you what, he's got to
They go to sleep after that ball went to here when Freddie looked like his whole momentum had stopped in this corner and he unloaded it.
Yeah, well, here we are, 8-4 on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. And I'll tell you what, Nick Harvey actually showed a bit of speed there. Acceleration off the mark. He might have surprised that cover and defence.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw Nick Harvey coming at me, I'd be thinking twice anyway. I'd go straight down with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, you and me both.
Anyway.
There's about 3 good hamstrings between us up here, I'd say.
On the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard, we've got 12 minutes to go, just a touch over 12 minutes to go in this Group 21 Bengalla preliminary final. It's 8 points to 4. Toby Mallinson has got a kick right in front, 10 metres out.
That's where you said you want to score them in today's conditions.
100%.
Look at
This is
that.
where the
Makes
2
a
points are
two-point
vital.
ball
Yeah.
Very vital.
2-point ball game.
So
2 tries to 1 though.
So boys, who have we got on at the moment? We've
like
got Isaac McCormick's on. I'm just looking at the subs who's taken the field, fellas,
Isaac's
for
playing
Brady
up,
and young Toby.
Isaac's playing up front.
Yep, Semi Devui's gone to the right edge.
We'll pick it up in play, so hopefully we'll get a handle on it in 10 minutes or so. But they needed that, didn't they? They really needed that. They've been on the back foot defending.
It's worrying for Greta too, with the amount of footy they've had. Now they're looking at the scoreboard, seeing a 2-point deficit only for Denman.
Here's the restart from Paddy Andrews. Gets it straight down onto Josh Miles, and Miles gives it on to Harvey, and he gets out to his own 20. Good run. Here's Ethan Fowles. Ethan Fowles won off the ruck, runs straight into Nick Lawrence. He's been their best player so far, Nick Lawrence. He's been absolutely outstanding. Quick play, the ball goes into Dan Smith. Dan Smith, fair dinkum, one of the wingers of the year, Dan Smith, just the way he takes the load off his own forwards. Ball goes to Miles, turns it back into Suka, and Suka tries to get to halfway, but he's tackled centre field, a couple shy. Ball goes on to Isaac McCormick, and Macca goes forward, stands in the tackle. He always looks to unload Macca. Good tackle around the legs by Cal Nugent. Short play there to Toby Mallinson, and Mallinson, low kick, it's going into the in goal. I think Leonard was waiting to see if it was going to roll over the dead ball, but he collects it a couple out from his own line, gets to centre field, 8 metres out. Good tackle from Devui.
That's a great set from the Denman Devils after points, mate. That's exactly what you want. Looking for a completion and asking Greta Branxton to come off their own line now. We'll see how they respond.
Billy Mitchell on that left-hand side is looking for a run. I'll give you the tip. Here he goes. Watch him. He can motor. He loves stepping off that right and trying to get around his opposing player. But Toby Mallinson went for the one-on-one strip before Samson O'Neill cleaned him up. Here's Geordie Mitchell. Had a big game so far also. He's up over his own 30. Centre field. 8 points to 6 on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard here. We've got just under 10 minutes of play in the first half. Tyler Carter, that little play back inside. Tyler Carter shy of halfway. Lawrence out the back to Paddy Andrews. What's he going to do? Long torpedo bomb straight down Ethan Fowles' throat. He looks uncomfortable but takes it beautifully inside his own 10.
Great
brings
take.
it out. Got good leg speed, Mirrors.
That would have looked fairly comfortable for him, but I guarantee it wasn't, mate. Over that breeze, that would have been swirling around everywhere.
Absolutely.
Of all the fullbacks today, he's been the safest.
Freddie Joju gets the ball and he takes it out. Another good carry. Dan Smith at dummy half. Skips around and goes straight in the waiting arms of Paddy Andrews. He's 10 shy of halfway, centre field. I don't want to get sunburnt, Reggie. Take a photo of someone else. Halfway.
The paparazzi's heckling the commentators.
Paparazzi's all over the place here, fair income. Right on halfway, the Denman boys. Short pass on to Bull. Bull gets up over halfway. He gets to the 10. It's 10 metres up over halfway. It's the last tackle. Gretchen dummy half, boys.
Gonna be
That's
another
who's
bomb.
come on. Toby Mallinson. Bomb. Straight down the centre of the field. Leonard looks comfortably,
Took it
takes
well.
it beautifully before Suka tackles him 15 metres out from his own line. Play the ball there. On to Prince. Prince, the winger's gone in for a run. He gets belted and taken back a couple of metres inside his own 20. Centre field. I tell you what, Suka and Devui have taken some big pressure there in defence. They've been outstanding. Jaden Kennedy down around the legs there on Hayden Bailey. He's up over his own 30. Short pass there to Ethan Sams has come in from the centre position. Gets to his own 40. Penalty. What for? He said Adam Gretsch's a little bit of head work there as he got it. There's a pressure relieving penalty for the Greta Branxton boys, and Paddy Andrews finds touch. And that is a really good kick.
It's a real test for the Denman defence, mate. They've
Again.
just gained the ascendancy there a little bit before, so now they've been asked to defend their own line.
That piggyback penalty certainly doesn't help Paddy Andrews with the restart onto Lawrence. Lawrence gets it onto Hayden Bailey. Hayden Bailey gets inside the Denman, or he approaches the Denman 20. Hit over the top there by Nick Harvey. Pressure's right on, as you said, Mirrors. Lawrence at dummy half shows it under one way, gets it out the back to Ruben Andrews. Shot past to Carter. Carter comes to the fullback. Great tackle. And that's someone was hit late.
Played the advantage, yeah.
Couple of Greta boys been hit late off the footy there. Hit on
Someone
suspicion.
hit Nick Lawrence late, and that's what that penalty's for. What are we, 30 metres out, 20 or 30? 20 metres out, directly in front of the post. We've got 7.5 minutes to go here in this Bengalla Group 21 Grand Final, and on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard, it is 8 points to 6. Will they take the quick tap, Foxy?
Yeah. There's no real benefit going up to 4 point
Jesse
lead.
Andrews, Jesse Rudder has sent eyes. Who's he sent to the bin?
McCormack.
So that's twice in one day McCormack's been binned. Once
Is
in
that a
reserve.
first? Is that a first that someone's been sent off in both grades for the sin bin? What was that for? For a late
Yeah,
late
it was
hit?
a late one on Nick Lawrence, mate. He whacked him late after he passed it, so yeah.
So a penalty was not suffice. Just he went straight to the bin.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. 12. They're down to 12 men. Denman, 7.5 minutes before half time. They are up against it right here.
Must have been high, I'd say. It wouldn't have been just for the late one, but must have been
Thank
high.
goodness Nick Lawrence got up. Here's the restart from Nick. Gets it on to Cal Nugent. Cal Nugent's defence has been outstanding. He's run hard there, and he gets inside, or just shy of the 10 metres out from the Denman line. Ball goes down the right-hand side. Lawrence at dummy half gets it out to Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews gets a hard-running Hayden Bailey. Still going post-contact. He's only a couple of metres shy of the
Fair
Denman
chance
line.
they'll
20
load up
from
onto
touch.
Tyler Carter's edge, mate.
Ball, great tackle around the legs from Devui. That had to be made.
Carter's got open passes in front of him. A lot of space there. If they can get the footy to him, it's going to be a try, I reckon.
It was time out. I think he thought Devui was injured. Here's the restart. Lawrence at dummy half. Out the back to Ruben Andrews. Ruben Andrews onto Leonard. Leonard hard out to Billy Mitchell onto the wing. Oh,
he's
take it, French.
Dropped it.
Coughed it up.
20. That'll be a 20-metre tap as the ball's travelled dead.
Well, they've done well there, the Denman boys, with 12 men. They held firm in that tirade, that absolute wave of attack coming at them.
It was a great shift, mate, to the left-hand side there. Billy Mitchell, great little tip on, and yeah, Jacob French, unfortunately, he spilled his beans, and Denman get a let off.
Here's Nick Harvey with the restart, the 20-metre restart. Gretchen dummy half. I think he's come on for Toby Jemison. Foxy, do you think?
Yeah,
I think
possibly.
you're right.
Here's Sukanavulu.
James Old's still on the field.
No, James is off too, I think.
Yeah, so I'd say Gretchy's
That's what's
straight
happened.
swap for Old at dummy half, which I was really liking the work from Olds around the ruck.
Well, James come into the game with an injury worry or an injury concern. He came on for a few minutes last week. Nevertheless, he's Denman right on halfway, gets onto Josh Miles, short pass onto Bull. Tackled, they've made 9 metres. He's going to get up and play the ball, centre field. Gretchen dummy half, gets it out to Fowles. Fowles dancing around, beats one as he always does, and he goes across field. They don't seem to have any set plays, Denman. They're just hoping that a defensive error will happen. Gretchen dummy half out the back to Mallinson. Mallinson on to Devui. Devui short pass on to Dan Smith, and he's tackled.
Well, he's
That's going to be a
advantage.
penalty.
He's
Yep.
played the advantage.
Jesse Rudder has played the advantage to his credit.
I think Toby Mallison would have stayed down all day until that penalty was called. He wasn't moving.
Don't they all do? Don't they all do?
I'd get straight back up.
Good refereeing there, mate. He played the advantage. Denman with an attacking
Good
raid. He
refereeing.
waited for him to be tackled and then
Yeah,
blew the
100%.
penalty.
Sometimes you hate when the refs just play the penalty too
Yeah,
early and
that's
you,
right.
you're always up the field in back play.
5 minutes to go here. 8 points to 6 on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. Denman restart. DeVuy gets the ball and he's tackled about 25, 26 metres out. He's ball with the second play in the set. He gets up over the 20. Good post contact. He's about 11 metres out, directly in front of the post. Gretsch has got options both sides. Ball comes to the left onto Miles. Miles, short pass onto Ethan Fowles. Well held there by Nick Lawrence and also Brady Hammond. Couple of metres shy. Gretsch at dummy half. Long pass out the back to Mallinson. Mallinson early in the account. Goes wide and it gets... I don't know if they should have put it through hands. What happened there?
Taken in the air, mate.
Taken in the air. Dan Smith took him in the air and that was Jacob French.
The threatening kick, mate. It was a great take from French. And
Is that only the third or the fourth?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
they
after
haven't
that
had
penalty.
much ball. I don't know why they just didn't persist and be a little bit patient. I don't know if... wonder if Josh Miles knew that was Toby Mallinson's option. Nevertheless,
might have got a tip from his winger.
I don't mind the option though. French is a smaller winger. Probably maybe look for Samson O'Neill, the taller centre, to get up over the top of him. Though.
Yeah, I would have liked to held onto it for another little bit longer and put some pressure, try and sustain, get a repeat set of 6. Here's the boys. That was raked out 1-on-1. It's gone backwards. Denman have got the ball inside the Greta Branxton half. Zukanavulu picks it up. He's tackled 10 metres in from touch, 40 out from the Greta Branxton line. Here's Freddie Joji, goes forward, goes across field and he's tackled there. Good tackle around the legs there. Is that Nick Lawrence again?
Yes,
it was.
Here's Jordan Bull. Jordan Bull goes forward straight in the weight and arms of Cal Nugent and Aidan Stewart underneath. Centre field, 25 metres out. Denman Devils on the attack. Gretsch at dummy half onto Mallinson, out the back to Ethan Fowles. On there to Samson O'Neill. He's got some speed, Samson, but he's well held there by Billy Mitchell. Doing a little bit of extra work there in the tackle, Billy Mitchell. Got away with it. The winger, Dan Smith, dummy half, gets it out to Fowles. Fowles onto DeVuy. DeVuy gets the ball. Charges forward, straightens up. About 5 metres out, it's the last tackle. Can they get a repeat set? 3 minutes to go. Toby Mallinson, little grubber kick through. He only needs a bounce. He does. He gets it and scores under the post. I didn't see that happen, and I thought he was going to go across field, boys.
No, Zach Leonard, the fullback, mate, he was a little bit slow getting there. He must have been involved in that previous tackle, and a little slight bit of Wally Lewis about that. Little grubber in behind the in goal, scooped on it, and Denman hit the front.
He needed a bounce, and he got it. I thought it bounced away from him, but Toby, to his credit, took matters into his own hands, Foxy, and said, well, I'll try something on the last tackle.
It's a good play by the half. He thought I won't kick them outside backs because they won't chase it and get to the ball, so I'll do it myself and come away with a good try. Bit of individual brilliance.
Yeah, I don't know how... I was just looking on the sideline, boys, but before Toby takes this conversion, Brady Benkovic's got ice on that right-hand shoulder. I don't know if he'll be back in this game in particular. That could be a telling sign for the defence up the middle and those runs that he makes, Foxy.
Yeah, he looks quite, especially last week, he was probably
looks
one of the best.
over there.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, poor fella.
10-8 on the Steel Supplies, Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard. Toby Mallinson's right in front, 10 metres out. He makes no mistake. It's 12 points to 8. And would it be fair to say it's been against the run of play?
Yeah, absolutely. Greta's probably had more of the football. I'd say possession's probably right about 60-40 in favour of Greta, and they've probably had more threatening shots at the line. And you touch on Brady being off. I think where the telling factor will be, and they look like they're exploiting it early, and they'll continue to go there, is his defensive matchup with Tyler Carter. He's probably the man to defend Tyler Carter, and him going off there, I think that could really unleash Tyler Carter.
We all know, Mirrors, you've seen it more than us, that Tyler needs someone to hit him low early because he just steamrolls over his defensive opposition, mate.
He's got that bill, mate, low to the ground. So, but full credit to Denman, mate. They've hung in there and they've taken their opportunities where Greta Branxton have probably bombed 2 tries. So.
Here's the restart, and Nick Harvey takes the first, and he gets out to his own 20. I don't think Nick Harvey's had a break, has he, fellas?
I don't think he's had a chance to, mate. Everyone else is going down.
No, he's been outstanding. There's Dan Smith to take the second. They're going to say a loose carry from Dan Smith. Yeah, just got to take that extra half second, fellas.
Wingers.
So.
Yeah, unfortunate though, coming away. That's that awful set after
points. So they've got 40 seconds at half time, mate, so they'll probably get two or three plays here by the time the scrum's packed.
No urgency again to pack the scrum though, is there, Mirrors?
Oh, they're all there, ready to go.
There's 30 seconds to go. I'd be faking an injury right now and milk up another 15 if I was Denman. They're going to be under the pump here with less than 10 seconds to go. 30 metres out.
play.
Paddy Andrews, that man, chip over the top.
Oh, Leonard.
Fowler's going back for it.
Oh,
Leonard tries it. Dan Smith, it bounces at right angles, and the siren's going to go in about 10 seconds. That was lucky escape for the Denman boys. The ball went sideways after Paddy Andrews kicked it forward.
Oh,
Here's
chance
Jacob
here.
Kennedy.
They get the ball to
Jacob
Freddie.
Kennedy bounced off one. Looking for support. Throws a horror, but Freddie picks it up. He's got 4 Greta Branxton boys in front of him, and that's the halftime siren. 12 points to 8 in favour of the Denman Devils over the Greta Branxton Colts on the Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard here in the preliminary final. Bengalla Group 21 preliminary final. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be back very, very shortly. We'll do it when we come back.
Today's preliminary final is brought to you by the Footy Fever team, proudly supported by Muswellbrook Steel Supplies. It is currently 12 points to 8 on the scoreboard, with the Denman Devils in front, leading into this second half as they take the field. And a big shout out to Southers Transport for our commentary truck service in the Hunter Valley to the Sydney Daily. For all your general freight needs, give Chris and Tori a call out there at Southers Transport as I hand it back over to Benko to get things underway.
Yep, the restart here. 12 points to 8 Denman. They have been decimated on the bench. Just heard the young fella, Brady Benkovic, he might have torn the pec off the muscle off the bone there in that
that's a nasty one.
Injury there. I'm not 100% sure, but none of us are doctors, but he can feel it, he said. So that is a real shame.
Tore the old Roger Tuivasa check.
Wow.
Absolutely. So that's no good at all. So they're down one on the bench. They've got a couple of under 18s there. Heath Bass, Toby Jamison. So I don't know what Toby went off earlier for as well, and James Old as well. They might be very, very slim on the bench. The referees haven't come back out at this point in time, so the players are all ready to go.
I'll tell you one thing though, Benko. Adam Gretcher's got a bit of a target on his back today, I think, from the guys in yellow.
You think?
He's love Gretchy. We all love having a joke, but it just seems to be whenever he's in the play, there's a penalty.
I'll stay out of that conversation, but realistically, they've just got to try and complete some sets there, and then it's just, both sides would be disappointed. I'm pretty sure Brady would be disappointed how Denman's 2 tries have come about. Mirrors, won't they?
Yeah, mate, you would have given him a bit of a tune up there, especially with the amount of possession they had inside the Denman's 20 metres. And to come away with only just the 2 tries. They'll feel like they've been sawn off a little bit short in that first half.
And as we said, how important is it that you're scoring a try within the kicking
40 minutes.
Field? This wind is playing havoc, and unfortunately for Paddy Andrews, he missed 2 conversions. So here is the big fella. Is that Hayden Bailey?
It's Hayden Bailey, mate.
Yes,
yep.
Hayden Bailey gets the ball, and there's a penalty. No, someone's gone down. Someone went in and copped a... Someone, who is that?
That might be the board man himself, is it?
No, Gretchy's in the play there. Someone's down. That's Jordan Bull.
We've unfortunately had a fair share of injuries here today.
Jordan Bull's down, and he might have got a head knock or a hip bump there in that tackle.
Tell you who's looked good in the first half, and watching it from down there on the sideline, Tyler Carter. Every time he hits the ball, he's hitting it at space and there's at pace, and he just seems to be hitting the gaps, guys. He's just timing his runs perfectly today.
Yeah, you get him one-on-one, mate, with a centre or a 6 or a 7, mate, and it's very hard to stop. I mean, they'll be looked at him in this second half down this left edge to...
Are we missing Foxy, boys? Has he got sunstroke?
Look, he looks a bit red, mate. Well, I'm feeling it too.
Yeah.
You have to go to work shortly, wouldn't he? Going in tonight.
Going to go and check on him and make sure he's all right.
He's Greta Branxton with the restart. They're centre field. They're about 30 metres out from their own line. Lawrence at dummy half. Ball goes on to big Tyler Carter. Geez, he's a hard man to stop down this left-hand side. They just have to be so urgent with their defensive errors.
Lawrence again.
Lawrence away from dummy half again. Comes into Samson O'Neill, and he's trying a one-on-one strip, which is successful. Goodness me. He did well there, Samson O'Neill. Took a bit of pressure off his own players there because they were under the pump. after that little 15-metre gain by Nick Lawrence. So Denman with the ball on their own 40. Ball goes to Jordan Bull. He gets up 5 metres. He's centre field now, and he's monstered there by 3 Greta Branxton defenders. Slow play the ball. Flat as attack, Denman. Here's Nick Harvey. Harvey gets to the halfway line. Hasn't he had a game, fellas?
He has, mate.
Just charges forward.
Well-deserved try in that first half. And, with Denman a front row short, he's going to have to take an extra role in this second half.
He's more or less taken the whole pack on himself, Nick Harvey, at the moment. Ethan Fowles gets inside the 30. Here's Toby Mallinson. Toby Mallinson, a little chip over the top. He's trying it again. He needs a bounce. It goes on to Jacob French, picks the ball up.
Done well at the back there. And who we got in back play down?
Player
Someone down
stopped
for
at the back there. I don't know who down the back there is. For a Denman player is down. Is that Jordan Bull again? I think it is. Big Jordan Bull. The lock forward for Denman. He's down just on his own side of halfway there. So time is off. Bengalla scoreboard, 12 points to 8. We've had only a minute and a half of this second half in this prelim final. So Jackson Ball looks like he's going to do the right thing there and take Jordan Bull to the sideline. So another player for Denman is going to the sideline. Toby Mallinson, I think, is going to come on the field, the young junior.
Mustn't have too many interchanges left at Denman side, mate. There's a lot of injuries at the moment, so that may play a factor later in the game.
Could be a worry, Mirrors. You're 100% on the mark now. So Toby's come on the field. Jordan's a big boy, so Toby might have to get through a lot of work here on that fringe position in defence. Short pass on to, with the restart on to Brady Hammond, the captain coach.
Called forward.
And who's called it forward? Darren. Someone from one of the touch judges called a short pass, which has gone forward to Brady Hammond from dummy half. Well, that is a let-off and a half for the Denman boys, and they'll find themselves in possession 25 metres out, 20 in from touch, or 23 metres in from touch from the Greta Branxton line. That's frustrating, isn't it, Mirrors?
Oh, absolute coach killers, especially when he was involved in the play.
Isn't it what? Here's the scrum feed. Out the back to Mallinson. Mallinson gives it on to Miles. He turns it inside to Suka Navalu. Turns around. He's trying to get up and play it quickly. He does so. Gretsch on to Toby Mallinson, a little under 18-year-old. Runs into the waiting arms of Brady Hammond. 15 metres out, centre field. Gretsch turns it into side to Semi Davui. Davui trying his best to go forward. He's had a great game, Semi. He's only 5 metres out, directly under the post. Gretsch at dummy half. Won't go himself. Here's Nick Harvey trying to swivel out of one and get it down. He's held up.
He's knocked
it on. In goal. That was close for the Greta Branxton boys.
Gretsch come in to congratulate him there, mate. You like at the Olympics, the 110-metre hurdles, the way he came over the top there, but he went off a little bit early. Harvey looking for a double, but not to be.
20-metre restart from that knock-on in goal. Prince tries to restart it quickly. He does now. Goes forward into Isaac McCormick. Went straight around the shoulders, and Jesse Rudder's not going to miss that. He's just come on the field, so he better watch himself, Isaac. High shot, another breathing piggyback penalty for the Greta Branxton boys. Now the pressure's on themselves again, the Denman boys, and he finds touch right on, or just inside his own half. Dave Windle has come here.
Must be a replacement.
Is there a replacement? Where's Darren? So we've had another guy go down, and this time it's a touch judge. So fair income. Billy Mitchell, I should say, goes up over halfway, gets it onto play the ball, gone to Nick Lawrence, and Nick Lawrence
hasn't been much we haven't had today, Banco.
Fair income, haven't we? What? It's been one of those days. Brady Hammond takes the ball inside to
Hayden Stewart.
Hayden Stewart, yes. He's inside Denman's 40, centre field. Ball goes to Hayden Bailey, and Bailey goes forward. Tackled well there. He's inside the Denman 20. The pressure is just enormous here. Greta have got some possession here. Gets it onto Hammond. Out the back on to Billy, to Ruben Andrews. Full back to beat. He dives over and scores. Toby Jemison came in to try and stop that play. I don't think there was anything malice in Toby Jemison. I think he just went over there to make that tackle. Did you see it, Mark?
No, mate, I think he was just waiting just to get confirmation from his touch judges there, mate. And that was a nice little play there from the middle forwards of the Colts. Back in the middle, nice little sleight of hand there from Brady Hammond, the coach of this side, and Greta Branxton bounced back.
12 all on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. Kick to come, and he's going to take the ball out to the 20, about nearly 19 metres in from touch, Paddy Andrews. So they needed that, but they had the benefit of some repeat sets of 6 there. The Greta Branxton boys, and just that high tackle from that high shot from Isaac McCormick was telling, you know, another repeat set of 6 against them.
He's going to call someone out here now, is he?
Toby Jemison.
Oh, no, he's just called timeout. We've got a player on the ground there.
No. Yeah.
It was the try scorer, Ruben Andrews,
the halfback, is down. Ruben did hit the ground hard there.
He did. Under plenty of attention too. But we'll see if we can get some confirmation on what happened to Darren Whitbourne.
Darren Whitbourne, the touch judge.
We've got the water runner here, Liam, in front of us.
It's all happening. You might be able to ask some questions there, Mark.
He might have to go to work.
Another night shift boy. There you go. We've just heard that Dave Windle is all. We're all over.
Oh, yeah,
we're switched on.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest.
This is footy fever at its best. It's hard to see on that other side.
Can I just say, I haven't been watching the touch official, so I've been too focused on the game. It's one of those games where
I'll take the bullet. I'll take the bullet for you there, mate.
You're the referee's boss. You're the official's boss. Here's Paddy Andrews. He's going to try and convert this try, make it 14 points to 12. The wind has died down somewhat, Mark.
It has, mate.
He moves in, strikes it beautifully over the black dot. 14 points to 12 in favour of the Greta Branxton Colts. Home ground here today. They would love to win this prelim final, this Bengalla Group 21 prelim final at their home crowd in front of their very, very vocal home crowd. We've had 6 minutes of play. Denman have lost players left, right and centre. They're doing their very best, and they're dropping like flies. We've got James Olds off. We've got Brady Benkovic off. We've got Jordan Bull off. All starting players. And Toby Mallinson with the restart right now. Ball goes deep into that corner. Ball comes to Hayden Bailey. And Hayden Bailey comes off the back fence there and he runs straight into a wall of Denman defenders. He's out to his own 20. Gets up, plays the ball. Ball goes there onto... is that Paddy Andrews?
How's Aiden Stewart again,
Aiden Stewart, my apologies. There's Tyler Carter down this left-hand side. You can't miss Tyler. Rolled over on his back by Gretchen McCormack. He gets up over his own 40. That looked a dodgy play, the ball. Just tried to do that. That little half-second extra would have saved him there, Tyler, but I'm not going to have a crack at Tyler. He's had a sensational game, as always, so one little error is not going to hurt. But
on the back of points, but mate, it's absolutely.
Yeah, I know. It's always the next set that's always important, isn't it, Mirrors?
After points, and you've coached many games here. That's when you start tearing your hair out when you can't complete after a try.
Yep. So Denman, a let off there. They're going to have the possession from a scrum feed out the back, 40 metres out to Miles. Miles goes out there to Sukanavulu. Sukanavulu shuffles off Ethan Sams, and he's tackled. He comes again with the help of Paddy Andrews. And also Nick Lawrence. Ball goes to Jaden Kennedy. Jaden Kennedy probably needs to a little bit more work there. JK he unloads beautifully in traffic, gets it onto Captain Coach Josh Miles, and he's picked up and buried sideways. Jaden Kennedy is down there, just
another
shy.
One down.
Yeah.
She's like a war zone out there, Banker. The amount of players that are going down.
I think they've only got 2 guys left on the bench, Mark.
Putting your hands on hips. Obviously, it's very hot out. Very close to 30 degrees at the moment.
Not wrong.
First day of spring.
Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard 14-12 in favour of the group. The Greta Branxton Colts. Here's the restart. Directly in the middle of the field. Ball goes to Nick Harvey. He gets up over the 20, 15 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. Pressure on the Colts. Ball goes to Miles. Short pass to Mallinson. Mallinson short pass. Davui dropped it cold as a spud. 10 metres out. Greta Branxton ball. Let off for the Colts.
Golden opportunity going begging there, mate.
Isn't it what? Ball goes to Captain Coach Hammond and he gets up to his own 20, 25 metres in fact, centre field. Ball goes to Prince. The winger come in for a relieving run. He's hammered there by a wall of Denman players. Mallinson and also Carter there, centre field. About 28, 38 out, I should say. Ball goes out there Greta finding it hard to get out there, but they're trying to dominate the ruck a little bit there. Here's Hammond, short pass on to Hayden Bailey. Hayden Bailey gets to halfway, maybe 1 metre shy. That's the fourth, I think. Lawrence quick play the ball on to Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell, cut out pass over to Jacob French, and Jacob French puts a kick forward. Gets it on to Ruben Andrews. Momentum. Oh, I thought he was going to reach out. It's the last tackle. He's millimetres out. Billy Mitchell, quick play the ball on to Zach Leonard. Zach Leonard gets the ball out to Paddy Andrews. Little chip over the top. He gets it back after Devou. He juggled it.
What a try.
Spun around and scored a try. His own doing, Paddy Andrews. I thought Devou was going to touch it. He did touch it with his fingertips, but
got it snapped out of his hands,
Patrick
mate.
Andrews grabbed it in mid-air, spun out of the tackle and scored a great try. Good solo effort there.
It all started from this edge, that shift down the left edge here, mate, that created that opportunity. And then Ruben Andrews is cut down just inches short. Yeah, I thought about promoting the ball, but probably would have been he took the safer option, as it would have been probably a double movement called by referee Jesse Rudder in the next play.
Yeah,
Paddy Andrews.
I thought Ruben was going to roll over and plan it, but he did the right thing, and then the momentum against the Denman boys. 18 points to 12 here on the Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard in this prelim final down here at Greta Branxton. We're going to have 30 minutes to go in this game, and the body language from the Denman boys, they look a little bit tired behind there. We've had 10 minutes in this searing heat here, but all the play at the moment in this first 10 minutes has been with the Colts, and they've made Denman pay for some poor turnovers. Again, that turnover 10 metres up there from Devou was really costly, Mark.
Yeah, it really let the pressure valve off that one, mate. Then, like I said, then 2 sets later, they cut it down the field, and they put 4, possibly 6 points on the board. So, important kick this one. This could get the Greta Branxton Colts 8 points in front, which is a pretty handy buffer at this stage of the match.
Not wrong with that. Nearly identical position. Paddy Andrews kicked that last conversion. That sun's getting very low out here at the moment. Hope Chick Taylor's doing well up there, as always, with our camera. And that's waved away. He just looked like one of my golf shots. He just hacked at that poor old Paddy. But nevertheless, they're 18 points to 12.
How'd you go? Did you have a hit yesterday, Banco?
Yeah, the least we talk about that, the better, I think, Mirrors.
How many stable for points, mate?
32.
That's not too bad, yeah.
So we're going to have a restart from Toby Mallinson. Heath Bass is on the field at the moment. I just can't see who's off over here. Heath's going to go to the wing, and Daniel Smith has moved into the centres. There's the restart from Toby. Ball goes down the back there and gets it on to Hayden Bailey on the charge. Gets up to his own 20. He's about 25 metres at the moment. That post-contact is sensational from Hayden Bailey. He's been super today. Ball goes on to Jordan Mitchell, who's back on the field. Jordan Mitchell back, good run again. Always goes forward. Good tackle there from Josh Miles, centre field. Here's Prince again. The wingers come in for another run. Josh Miles takes him as well. He's looking for the one-on-one strip. He's called held, though. He's 48 metres out, too shy of halfway. Brady Hammond with a short pass. Runs forward as he always does. I thought he was going to unload it. Good tackle there. 8 metres inside the Denman half. Lawrence at dummy half. Oh, it goes back and it goes forward. That went forward. That came off 2 hands and went forward. Billy Mitchell picked it up. No response from the touch judges. It's the last. Got away with that, the Greta Branxton boys.
Yeah,
they lost a bit of ground, though. Right on the 40. Ball's going to go to Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews, short, low kick. It goes down to Ethan Fowles. He collects it on his own line. Beats one. Who's number 17 that's come on for Greta Branxton? Flynn Mitchell? Is that Flynn Mitchell?
Yeah, that's Flynn Mitchell. That's Nick Lawrence's cousin, mate. So they do look very similar out there. Flynn's just a bit bigger build. So, yeah, if you're mistaken them, I'll
He's young
forgive
under
you.
18 too, Mirrors,
He is too, mate. He's had a big day.
There's Freddie Joji with the ball. Here's Heath Bass. He gets tackled on his own 20. But Heath Bass, I thought he was tackled. Tyler Carter had a one-on-one strip there. 20 out from the Denman line. Jaden Kennedy goes forward at Geordie Mitchell and takes him, and he's called him offside. He was offside.
I'll take the 2 points here, mate. Get it.
Well, they'd be silly not to. Just
extend
give
that 8-point lead.
Breathing room there, yes. Directly in front. I don't know. If I was Brady Hammond, I'd be thinking about just maybe putting the pressure on. Denman looks shot ducks at the moment.
Nah.
Nevertheless, he's going to have made the decision.
Points at premium, mate. In the preliminary final, they've just got to make sure they complete this next set after the Paddy Andrews throw this one over from right in front. But yeah, they haven't completed the last two after points. Handy 8-point buffer this will give them. Denman, and they'll probably appreciate the spell as well. They've had to get through a lot of work in there in this match.
I think you're right. I think you're on the money there.
Down a few troops, a few blokes down on their haunches.
Yeah, I think you're on the money there. They probably relish this little break in play. How you travelling, Foxy?
I'm absolutely cooked, mate. 3 games up here in the sun with mirrors, and I'm like a lobster.
You got another 25 minutes left.
Get some water into you, mate.
I'll be at the seafood
directly in front
dinner
anyway.
tonight.
Paddy Andrews to make this 20 points to 12 on the Steel Supplies, Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard. James Olds has come back on the bench over there, so he's limbering up. I don't know if there was something wrong with Giles as Paddy Andrews moves in. Makes no mistake, it's 20 points to 12 here on the Muswellbrook Steel Supplies scoreboard. We've got 25 minutes and a few seconds left in this match, this Bengalla Group 21 preliminary final. And that's the lead I think the Colts have been searching for, just to give them that little bit of a breathing space. And again, that little 50-50 against Heath Bass there, that's one-on-one strip 20 metres out from his own line by Tyler Carter, was the telling point.
Hey, waiting for you. Kicking tee.
Kicking tee.
We got a Steeden as well. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, hiding it.
So Denman need a big defensive set here, mate, to try and force an error.
Don't they what? Here's Toby Mallinson with the restart. High
Nice
kick.
high kick.
Nice kick. It goes straight down there, and he's knocked it backwards. Is that Jacob French? And Jacob French has
Ruben
said,
Andrews that time, mate.
Ruben Andrews. This trailer. Here's Tyler Carter. Charges forward. Still makes ground. Semi Devui around the legs as always. Here's Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell. Look at the roll there on the Greta Branxton boys. They've got a wind here. Second wind here. Inside their own half, good quick play the balls. Nick Lawrence from dummy half, beats again. One, goes through, tries to unload in traffic. He's 5 metres shy of halfway, centre field.
Been close to the best player on the field, mate.
Yeah,
He's
for sure.
Every time he's taken it to the line.
Not wrong about that. Just dragged down the Greta Branxton boys. That's
Flynn Mitchell that
Flynn
time.
Mitchell. The young 18-year-old's back on the field.
Ball
goes down to Ethan Fowles. This is high as he got it. Great take. 12 metres out from his own lines. The wall of players there I thought were offside, but he's run 10. Well held there. He's 25 metres out. About 18 metres in from touch. It's just one up stuff here from the Denman boys. They just got to try and keep it for a set of 6 and somehow finish in a corner.
That's it. Get back to the grind.
James Olds on the field. I think Adam Gretsch went off. Here's Nick Harvey again, taking him on one-on-one. Great run from Harvey. Up over the 40, centre field. Gets up, plays the ball to Olds. Olds takes off himself, look for some speed. There's no doubt James Olds is playing injured, but Ethan Fowles beats 1, beats 2. He's going to take him on himself. He comes to Leonard. He goes to the left of him. He's held there. He's only about 10 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. Quick play the ball needed. Goes on to Freddie Joji. Joji goes sideways as he always does. He's got spiders on him, Freddie. He beats 1. He beats 2. He's going to be held up. He's trying to roll over. It's the last tackle. Olds at dummy half, millimetres out. Slow play the ball. Goes out the back there to Devui. Devui elects to go himself. Tries to squeeze over next to the uprights. Not a bad way to finish. I would have liked to see
it. On the last, mate.
I would have liked to have seen it trying for a repeat set of 6, but that's if you're going to finish the set, you may as well finish it on the opposition's try line.
Repeat set or fire a shot at him. They're straight into the wall of the Greta defence, exactly where they probably wanted him to go.
Yeah, and I don't know if they've got much else at this point in time. Foxy, you're right. There's Jacob French taking the ball out. He's got to his own 20, 25 in from touch. There's Paddy Andrews.
At the outside, the halves taking carries here. That was Ruben Andrews, the one before there, mate. Try and take a bit of heat off their forwards. Obviously feeling the pinch.
There's Lawrence again from dummy half, makes a good 5 metres. Well held by Toby Jemison. Paddy at dummy half gets it on too short, pass to Geordie Mitchell. He gets to halfway. He's monstered by 3 Denman defenders. They don't want to give a penalty away on the last tackle. Ball goes out to that right onto Paddy Andrews. Paddy Andrews puts a high bomb. Ethan Fowles, as he got it, takes it beautifully again. 8 metres out centre field on his own line. Makes 10 metres already. Goes to the line. Tackled by Hayden Bailey. Was that a little bit high? Yes, it was. Leonard was in there as well.
That's the penalty they needed, mate. This will put them in a pretty good attacking opportunity.
I see Jacob Kennedy over that.
Jaden Kennedy even. Yeah.
Jaden Kennedy, my apologies.
Yeah, he looks like he's battling on wounded.
Oh, no. Is that found touch?
The wind will take that. All
yes,
good.
It did. Yeah, they don't need any more players down. Here's the restart. 40 metres out, 10 in from touch from the Greta Branxton line from Dan Smith. He says, I'll tap it and I'll go myself. No. Jesse wants it back.
Heath
Restart.
Bass was in front of him.
He actually dudded himself a few metres. Yeah. So he takes the restart now, Dan Smith. He goes across field, tries to straighten up. He comes to Geordie Mitchell, absolutely monsters him in a tackle there.
Manhandled, wasn't he?
He gets up and plays it. Quick play the ball. James Old, short pass to Nick Harvey. Nick Harvey goes in to some players. He goes into Geordie Mitchell and Hayden Bailey. Shrugs off 2, 3. They come at him again. He's directly in front of the post. What a run from Harvey. 5 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. James Old goes himself from dummy half. A nothing play. Tried hard, James, and then he drops the ball. No, it's a penalty. Geordie Mitchell had a leg in the ruck there. Did you see that, boys?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Nick Harvey's dead set putting the attack of the Devils on his back, isn't he? He's the man that's doing everything at the moment. He's a handful. He
absolutely hasn't stopped. Ball goes down. Quick play the ball. Restart, I should say. Mallinson turns it under to Devui. 5 metres out, right under the post. Olds at dummy half, out the back there to Miles onto McCormick. Who'd he throw that to?
Yeah, threw it straight to the ground, mate. It come off a Greta Branxton leg and they've knocked on.
No, he's called a knock on from the Greta Branxton boys.
Well, I thought it come off the Greta Branxton leg.
I think it did.
Actually.
Then when he went to dive on the ball, I think he
fumbled it.
May have fumbled it then.
Yep.
That went to Ethan Fowles, but it was down around his ankles, that pass, guys.
Yeah, the execution wasn't quite to standard there by Macca.
Yeah, if you're going to try and put some pressure on a defensive line, you don't want to be throwing garbage like that, but Isaac will pick that up.
I'll tell you what, but you can't go any wrong with just getting Freddie one off the scrum here and saying do whatever you need to, mate, because
you got to try it.
He's dangerous, and he's a bloke that his ad-lib footy could just break the line open.
You got that on the money, Foxy. Freddie's just been fair dinkum deadly every time he touches the ball.
He's the last person you want to see in front of you, and that big left foot step, one on one off a scrum, could be costly.
Ball goes out the back of the scrum to James Olds. James Old gets the ball onto Mallison. He turns it back inside to Devui. They're in centre field. Goes forward, and he's about 15 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. Options left and right. They're going to go right. Short pass. No, they go left onto Kennedy. Kennedy carrying no question, he's carrying a left shoulder there, but he takes the ball 5 shy of the Greta Branxton line. Quick play the ball. Ball goes to Miles. Miles shows it one way, gives it out the back to Mallinson. Long pass out to Dan Smith. Dan Smith, couple to boot, throws an overhead pass to Heath Bass. Can he unload? No! Dragged over the sideline, right in the corner. Good defence. They only had to slide and they did it perfectly, the Greta Branxton boys.
Tell you what, Josh Miles has absolutely sprayed that right edge then. Not happy with that play.
They're the walking wounded here, I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, they're battling, but...
they're only 8 points down. Bengalla, Group 21 and Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. They are 20 points to 12. We've got 17 and a half minutes to go here in this do-or-die preliminary final.
Denman have just got to aim up here, mate, and they can't allow obviously another try here from Greta Branxton to make it very tough to come back and win from there. So
yeah, that'll seal it.
Really aim up.
That'll seal it for sure. Another try by Greta here. Ball goes out the back to Paddy Andrews, gets it on to the young boy of
Flynn Mitchell.
Flynn Mitchell.
He's had a fair day out.
Yeah, they would have been disappointed in the under-18s game, Greta, but they tried their guts out. Hayden Bailey, he's had a fair game, hasn't he?
He has been very busy, the left back row for the Colts.
10 out, 10 shy of halfway. There's Geordie Mitchell. Geordie Mitchell gives it on a Tyler Carr. Good hit from Dan Smith and rocked him sideways. Finished by Jemison right on the halfway line. Little pass there. Kick over there by Ruben Andrews. Little kick through, and Heath Bass falls on it. On his own 30. Dan Smith takes off from dummy half.
Ruben Andrews still down after that late hit from Dan Smith in the previous set there. And I'll tell you what, I don't mind the energy that Dan Smith's just thrown in the last couple of defensive efforts and a good run there. But
he's trying something, isn't he, Foxy?
Yeah, a couple of other Denman Devils boys probably need to take a leaf out of his book because
Geez, we've had some time outs here today. We'll have to turn those lights on shortly. She's been a fair day out.
We'll be back here for Mad Monday.
Yeah.
Got some very enthusiastic Greta Branxton supporters to our left down here, Mirrors.
Yeah, I don't know, mate, to be honest.
Might have to bring out the yellow card and give them about swearing and yelling out. But anyway, they're good.
I definitely think they've made the most of the stoppages at the beer tent.
Here's Dan Smith. 8 metres shy of halfway. Ball goes out to Devui. He hasn't shirked his job today, and he runs straight in to a wall of players there. Here's Nick Harvey. How well has Nick Harvey played, fellas? Look at that post-contact mood as he's dragged 3 players up over halfway, tries to get up and play it quickly to no avail. Olds at dummy half, gets it onto Mallinson, the little 18-year-old from the juniors. He's come off the bench. It's the last tackle, centre play. Ball goes to Miles. Josh Miles going to do a little chip over the top into space. It goes back down to Zach Lindy. He's going to wait for it to go over the dead ball line, and it does so. There's a 7-tackle set.
It's not the option there. It's a dinky in-between kick. You either got to put it short so it drops on the line, or you got to put it high for a contest.
He summed it up beautifully. Zach Leonard, he just shadowed it over the dead ball line. The Denman chase wasn't that enthusiastic, and they get a 7-tackle repeat.
And Prince takes the first one. Ooh, good
shot by
Great shot by Suka Navulu.
That could be a changing factor.
And that was on Ethan Sams.
And that brought the Denman crowd to light there on the western side of the field.
I don't know who come off worse. Suka's up anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, I think they both made their way to
old
their feet.
Ethan Sams was like he ran into a brick wall.
Yeah, Sams would just be checking his bottom couple ribs, I'd say.
There's a good turnover for the Denman boys. They need to score here to get back into this game.
I'll say it again. Just get the ball in the hands of Freddie off the scrum.
15 minutes to go here. 20 points to 12. Here's Dan Smith with the ball. Uses Jesse Rudder as a shepherd. Well done. Good thinking. What's he done now? It's someone's back chatted him.
All offside. The touches have seen them all offside.
No, someone's given Jesse a spray there. He might have thought he was a shepherd of his own player.
As they say, can't disappear. They want the scrum.
A differential
penalty.
So
you can't take the shot at goal. You can choose to have a scrum, which they've done.
Okay.
And we're still waiting for our man Freddie to come in off the left flank to take this first carry. It looks like he's quite content to stay out there. So he scored a great try here, Bengalla. You remember an old boys day here in
he did 11. Just here in this corner, went straight under the post.
Skipped across field.
Is Denman. 32 metres out. They go down that left-hand side onto Miles from the scrum base, onto Ethan Fowles. They need to take him early, and that's a penalty. Someone went high.
Yeah, you can't tap off a high shot. Fowles wanted to get on with it.
Well, Isaac McCormick was sent off to a bin for a high shot in the first few minutes of the game. But then nevertheless, he's a restart. Nick Harvey gets the ball.
Good shot.
Skips and goes forward. Good tackle around the legs from Lawrence. And Cal Nugent's back on the field, boys. Here's Toby Mallinson, the young 17-year-old. Goes forward. Directly under the post. He's about 8 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. Holds at dummy half. Goes himself. Tries to scoot over. He's well held there. Good defence. Urgent defence. Mallinson at dummy half, out the back to Miles. Miles, short pass over to McCormick. McCormick gets it on to Suka. And Suka's, they lost a couple of metres there, but he's tackled about 10 in from touch. About 5 metres out. Ball goes over there to Ethan Fowles. He tries to squeeze over. Well held. It's the last tackle. 2 metres out from the Greta Branxton line. Can they get a repeat set or score? Out the back to Toby Mallinson. Toby Mallinson, little chip through. Well picked up there. Is that Leonard? Oh, shocker of a pass.
Heath Bass has scored!
Out there. Heath Bass has scored it.
Wow, what a try. Well, after the amazing work to sweep on that loose kick there, I don't have no idea why he threw that pass. Who was that? Was that Ethan Sams?
I thought it was Ethan Sams or...
A bludger of pass, got it on the shin bone.
It wasn't
shades
Ruben.
Shades of Philip Duke.
wasn't
State
it?
of Origin
What?
back in the early 80s.
Well,
man.
Justin Hodges. His
Seen a
first
few of
Origin
them over the
game.
years.
Unbelievable. Well,
Wow.
that certainly came against the run of the play, and now Denman are back in this game again. 20 points to 16 with a kick to come, and we have 12 minutes of play in this prelim final down here, courtesy, as always, of the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. 20 points to 12. Sorry, 20 points to 16. Kick will make it very interesting. Toby, he's got that conversion, 20 points to 18. Again, another game. That other game we had here early in the season, Mark and Foxy, that was only a couple of points in that, and that's when it all went to the proverbial that night.
Yeah, and that's only fitting that this match should finish in the same vein.
Incredible stuff. Incredible. 11 and a half minutes to go. And that dead set came against the run of play.
Big set here for the Devils. If they can take a bit of momentum out of that try there.
How would you like to be Dan Smith right here in front of us? They're absolutely giving it to him. Deluxe from the Greta Branxton crowd. Here's Paddy Andrews with a restart. Goes deep and it's going straight down to Toby Mallinson, who gives it on to Isaac McCormick. Gets up 15 out from his own line. Runs into Brady Hammond and Geordie Mitchell. They're looking for a one-on-one strip. He's going to play the ball. 15 out. One up stuff. Dan Smith again goes forward and he's tackled well around the legs from Cal Nugent over the top. Hammond. James Olds at dummy half. There's no urgency in their play the balls. I think they're just trying to get through a sets and try and jag another try, which is good. Paddy Andrews around Sukanavulu's throat. He's tackled 28 metres out, centre field from his own line. Olds at dummy half. Ball goes out to Josh Miles on to Freddie. That's your man, Foxy.
Yeah,
Nearly gets through a half break. He's still going.
It's about time. You just look at every run he touches the footy, either bends the line or makes inroads. And the least you could do is give him the first run to start the set, and at least he gets a bit of momentum, and then you can roll off the back of that.
I think he's been far too quiet this game, mate. He's got to inject himself, come in the field, looking for the ball if it's not coming to him.
Here's Josh Miles on the last tackle inside his own half. Long ball goes to Heath Bass. He collects it. But it's the last. Greta Branxton didn't catch it, or didn't touch it, I should say. Good chase and catch by Heath Bass, and he's caught it about 25 metres out from the Greta line. 10 in from touch. They'll have a restart. There's Zach Leonard, and Leonard gets the ball and he takes a breathing run. He's 20 in from touch at his own 30. There's Tyler Carter. Charges forward and good tackle from Sammy DeVuey. Dan Smith slowed him down. He's just shy of halfway. Here's Hammond, the captain coach. He's up over halfway. Look at the roll they've got on here. They've got to dominate this ruck, Denman. Otherwise, they're going to get rolled over. 20 points to 18. 9.5 minutes to go.
Again.
Carter again. Sammy DeVuey's just using himself as a speed up at the moment.
He's just throwing himself in
but
front
it's
of him.
effective.
I tell you
Lawrence
what,
at dummy half onto Geordie Mitchell. Hold that thought, Foxy. He's inside the 30. He's still going. Good tackle there from Josh Miles. 22 metres out. It's the last tackle. They go down that right-hand side. Paddy Andrews elects to run. Little chip over the top. Who's there? Nick Harvey. What's he saying? He's saying,
out. You got a little check on his run there through, mate.
geez, that's
I
really
Big call at this stage of the match.
huge call.
I agree.
What, he moved half a metre?
2-point ball game, and I tell you what, Tyler Carter's just winding up. He's looking up and seeing a number 2 in front of him in Dan Smith, and he's thinking, I'm going to get over the top of him.
Go straight over the top.
I would not be surprised if this is where this set unfolds and Tyler Carter's the man.
They're going to hit Ty Carter here on this left-hand edge. There's no question about it. They're short outside Dan Smith. Here's the ball. The restart. Cal Nugent goes straight into James Olds and Toby Jemison. 5 metres out, right next to the post. Ball goes Lawrence. Out the back to Ruben Andrews. Oh, he coughed it up.
It was coming.
Well, that is a really, really lost opportunity from the Greta Branxton boys inside the 10 metres of Denman. Another cough up of a possession. Cheap turnover there.
Fairly uncharacteristic there. Ruben Andrews usually pretty safe, but once again, he was having a little bit of a look what he wanted to do before he actually had the student.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's getting all his drop catches out of the way before cricket season, mate.
Hopefully.
Just under 8 minutes to go here on the Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard. It's 20 points to 18. It's going down to the wire. Here's Freddie from the base of the scrum. Charges forward. 15 out from his own line. Here's Ethan Fowles. He's been dangerous all day.
How good's Cal Nugent in defence?
Just superb.
Very effective defender.
Just superb.
Ball here's Devui. Devui needs to get out. He gets towards his own 30, 28 metres out. He's called there's James. Oh! Geez, that could have went either way, 50-50. But Tyler Carter's absolutely stonewalled.
Shorten him up,
Stonewalled James Olds from dummy half.
It's probably not the sort of person you want to be looking up trying to catch markers not square and running into.
Yeah, he tried to sneak away there, but Tyler just took one step to the right and he ran into his stomach area, just flattened him.
Yeah, got one on the beat there.
7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in this prelim final. Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard, 20 points to 18 in favour of the Greta Branxton Colts. There'll be nothing fancy about these sets here. This set here from the Denman boys, Foxy and Mark. They'll just want to keep it simple, try and get down there and just force an error. Jemison at dummy half over to Milesy. Milesy turns it back inside to Nick Harvey. He had to stop to catch the ball and he was hit hard there by some Greta Branxton defenders. He's still shy of his own 30. Push back, fouls at dummy half out to Miles. Miles, little chip over the top. There's no one home. Joji, Freddie, there's a shoulder-to-shoulder battle. Can Leonard get it? Oh, Miles has got the ball back.
Last play.
No one touch it from Greta. Suka at dummy half. He goes down that blind onto Ethan Fowles. He chips it over the top and Paddy Andrews was there to clean the dregs up.
Freddie's trying to milk an obstruction there.
Yeah, I've seen that. That was terrible acting. There'll be no Emmys for that or Oscars.
Enterprising play from them. Denman saw a little chip over the top. Stacks on the mill. There was 3 blokes pouring through. Freddie was one of them.
And Prince comes in for a run from the Greta Branxton boys. He's hammered by about 4 defenders. Ball coughed up. He's going to ask you to play it again. What is he? 15 metres out, straight in front of his uprights. Ball goes on to Billy Mitchell. Billy Mitchell runs forward at Devui. Steps out of that tackle. He comes again, and it was a stray arm around the face. Billy went down straight away. I think Devui copped him with a stray arm around the top of the melon.
Slap across the cheeks.
Gets up and plays it. Jordan Mitchell gets the ball to Tyler Carter. Carter's out to his own 30. Unloads in traffic. Great work to Nick Lawrence. Lawrence gets the ball. He's approaching halfway. 2 metres shy. Getting a good roll here, the Greta Branxton boys. Out the back to Mitchell again. Mitchell gets to halfway, runs into Olds. Steps out of 1, he gets to the 40. It's the last tackle. Look for Paddy Andrews.
Midfield bomb.
Out the back, goes there. He's the man, he Alexi dummies, but he kicks a big midfield bomb. It's nearly gone backwards with the wind. You're going to let it bounce. Who's under it? Isaac, no. Yes, it comes backwards.
I reckon that's play on. I reckon
fair call. Come off the Colts hand.
I agree.
All good.
Who tapped it back? Was it Paddy or was it Cal Nugent?
Cal Nugent was there, Banco.
Yeah.
Batted it back.
Here's Semi Devui. Denman in possession. 2 shy of their own 40.
Yeah, not bad field position here to start your set.
They're just looking for a miracle here. We've got 5 minutes to go on the Bengalla Group 21 Grand Final. Muswellbrook Steel Supply scoreboard, 20 points to 18. There's Harvey. How many runs has he had today? Seriously, he's up over
very strong,
halfway.
mate, since he lost his front row partner early on. I'm back on a little chip over the top here again. They'll chance their hand again, the Denman side.
Here's Josh Miles onto Mallinson. Mallinson out the back to James Olds, onto Heath Bass, the young 17-year-old. Stands out 1, stands out 2. He unloads to Dan Smith. He's easily hit there. It's the last tackle. 35 out, 10 in from touch. Gretcher's on. Long pass over to Mallinson. Mallinson, little flat kick through, looking for a bounce. It goes to Paddy Andrews. He picks it up cleanly on his own 10-metre line. He's out to his 20. He dummies. Gets off 1. He's out to the 30. He's out to his own 40. Good run from Paddy Andrews.
Again, I think that's just a little bit of that in-between absolute nothing result off the kick from Allison. It's either got to be high or a shorter kick than that.
They don't look like they've got a plan, Foxy, the Denman boys. They're just trying to do well to stay in this game and hope for an error or just a lucky break. Good tackle around the legs. Mitchell gets up over halfway, and that was Devui again. Nick Lawrence from dummy half gets it to a charging Tyler Carter. Centre field, he's up over the 30.
He's done well to contain him there, young Jemison.
Lawrence from dummy half gets it on to Zach Leonard. Leonard, left foot kick, looking for Jacob French. Can he get a bounce? Who's got it? Denman. Take it over the dead ball line. It's going to be a restart from the goal line.
Good result there from the Greta Branxton side, mate. They'll be looking to just chew up a few more seconds here. Denman want to get underway very soon because they're running out of opportunities.
100%. They don't want to be wasting any more time than they have to. Really good kick by Leonard there. He showed his kicking skills today a couple of times.
20 points to 18. Very quickly, Souter Transport, thank you so much to Chris, Dave and Tori for the lend of their trailer. Everything you need in Hunter Valley Freight. Here's Toby Mallinson from the restart under the post. Line dropout, goes down the field. Paddy Andrews gets the ball onto captain coach. Brady Hammond gets over his own, gets over the 30. Freddie Joji, one-on-one tackle with the captain coach.
He's had a gutful of the wing. He's coming in.
Yeah. He has, 22 metres out, short pass to
Should have done it earlier.
Nugent.
Look at him.
Wants
He's a
to be
terrier in
Wants
defence.
to be in there and attack.
Josh Miles has taken his, coughed it up. 6 to go. One-on-one strip went wrong. Here's Nick Lawrence. A try here will seal it for the Greta Branxton Colts. 3 metres out from the Denman line, straight under the post. Short pass on to Tyler Carter. He's only going to swivel it over. I think he dropped it. I thought he dropped that. He's going to rule a try, though. I thought that ball bounced as he went to put it down. Nevertheless, try awarded, 24 to 18. Kick to come for the Greta Branxton boys.
Well, he's been the player of this second half, mate. He's relatively quiet at his standards the first half, but he's really stepped up this second half, and that close to the line, he was always going to be hard to stop Carter. And
I thought he dropped that ball.
Yeah,
I thought he coughed it up.
Jesse Rudder's in the best spot in the house to make
always
the call.
is. He always is. He was right there. But anyway,
I tell you what,
that sealed it for mine. 24 to 18.
Tyler Carter kept spotting that Dan Smith, the winger in front of him, and he was going to go at him, and he did exactly that just then. Too big, too strong. It was a gallon effort by Smith, but
it was well thought.
I tell you what,
Foxy,
you got to be a good defender to stop him at that range.
Who is stopping Tyler Carter with speed in motion 5 metres out? Yeah. Seriously,
exactly right. And with Paddy Andrews will take up as much time as he can with a 6-point lead, and this will definitely put it beyond doubt if he can knock this one over. And Greta Branxton will go through to back-to-back grand finals.
Our captain coach, Reggie Reynolds, said he dropped it. I told you he dropped it. I thought he's coughed it up. Never mind. 24 points to 18. We look at the scoreboard. That's all it says. They're going to have under a minute to go. Paddy Andrews is going to try and convert this try to make it 26 to 18, and that will seal it for the Greta Branxton Colts.
He missed one from here earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, he snap hooked it. I don't think he'll do that this year.
He should not. Or he'll never hear an end
well,
of it from this crew down here.
Everything's happened today. Nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing we haven't had is a streaker. We've had everything
you've got
else.
time, Foxy.
40
You've got
seconds.
time.
It'll be a red flash across the field.
No, it'll be by the look of your head, it'll be like a matchstick running across the field.
Today's sponsor.
12 metres out, about 21 in from touch. Paddy Andrews trying to convert this to seal it, I reckon. 24 to 18. It's 26 to 18. The Greta Branxton Colts, with 20 seconds to go, will advance through to the grand final of the Bengalla Group 21 competition next week at Scone.
Grand final replay.
A big effort from the Denman boys. After their injuries, I didn't think they'd be still in this game, but 26 to 18, full credit to them. It's a big effort. Toby Mallinson is going to try a short kick off. There's the siren in the background. It goes backwards. Paddy Andrews has got the ball. Long pass over the back there.
I tell you what, Paddy Andrews got one in the back there also.
Yeah, Jesse Rudder's going to do the right thing and call full time. So there you have it. Well, 26 to 18. Over Denman, the Greta Branxton Colts win this prelim final. They will fight out another tooth and nail battle against the Scone Thoroughbreds, who will have 4 teams in grand finals next week. Boys, thoughts, just wrapping it all up?
Mate, I think it was a great game of football. No, only decided in the last minute of the game. Denman very, very courageous, like you said there, Banco. A few trips down, but to Greta Branxton's credit, after a couple of missed opportunities early on, they capitalised when it mattered most.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 cracking games of footy all day, to be honest. And the 4 sides that won probably are the fitting sides to go through to the grand final and take on Scone at Scone in all 4 grades. And special mention to yourself, Mirrors. Tough day up here in the sun. Get battered through 4 games of commentary, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Hope we brought it to the homes for everyone that was watching at home. And Benko, thanks for joining us for first grade, mate.
Absolutely. Thanks to everyone involved. And big thank you to Souders Transport for supplying the trailer, to Chick Taylor, our legend on the camera, Ash in the background, and also our captain coach Reggie Reynolds, who was doing the legwork on the ground there. Well done, Reggie. Big thank you to Steel Supplies, Muswellbrook Steel Supplies, Harry and Phil there in Muswellbrook, and also Bengalla Group 21. Great effort. Another great final series, and it'll culminate next week at Scone Park, where Greta Branxton will go up there. They'll travel up the highway for a return clash with the Scone Thoroughbreds and try and get one back from last year's loss. So we'll wrap it up now. Thank you, everyone, and well, hopefully you all tune in next week for a fantastic grand final day up at Scone Park.
Well done.